40 years ago, Welch Packaging started with a cause, and that cause continues to drive what we do every day. It's what energizes us, keeps us focused, and shapes every decision we make. Our cause is simple: to make a difference. But what does that really mean? We make a difference in our customers' business, helping them to be more successful. Our associates' lives. We build careers, not just jobs. We build families. And our communities, giving back to those who have supported us and making the world around us a little better. Today, Welch Packaging spans 26 business units and employs nearly 2,000 associates. We proudly serve almost 6,000 customers across 7 states. From state-of-the-art digital printing to unique equipment like the Italian Jumbo Flexo Folder Gluer and first-of-its-kind Servo Mini Flexo Folder Gluer, we are always innovating. We own and operate 3 dedicated Fosberg corrugators to ensure ample availability and quality of our most important raw material, corrugated sheets. But what truly sets us apart is that, at the heart of all of our efforts, we remain committed to the cause that started it all. In celebration of our 40th year, let's take a moment to look back to the humble beginnings of this incredible journey. After giving up his dream of becoming a professional golfer, Elkhart native Scott Welch found himself on an unexpected path into the corrugated box industry. But Scott wasn't just looking for a job, he was already looking for a way to make a difference. He quickly realized something important about the initial companies he worked for. They didn't care about their customers, they didn't care about their people, and they didn't care about growth. It was these experiences that shaped Scott's vision for the future. He wanted to create a company where growth, opportunity, and relationships were at the forefront. So on April 15, 1985, Scott and his silent partner, Don Kint, founded Elkhart Container. It was a humble beginning, a small building on 530 Riverview Avenue, and a team of just 4 associates: Scott's wife, Kim, Roger Wartzler, Cliff Wilson, and Darlin Smale. Later that year, Dave Miller, Jeff Pollock, and Darnell Jett joined the fledgling company. Of these 8 original associates, including Scott, 5 remain with the business to this day. Scott had a drive to make a difference. From day one, Scott and Elkhart Container were in the manufacturing business, utilizing printer slotter, slitter, and taper gluer machines to meet customer demand. The business had a single straight truck to deliver boxes to early customers such as American Door, Selmer, and Glenmark. But it wasn't just about running a business, it was about creating a land of opportunity. Scott wanted people to advance based on their hard work, their dedication to customers, and their passion for the job. It wasn't just a paycheck. It was about purpose. And that ethos, treating people with respect and dignity, remains at the core of Welch Packaging today. For instance, building on a tradition of deep and personal relationships, handwritten notes from Scott have always been a hallmark of Welch Packaging. By 1988, Elkhart Container had added 2 more key executives, Chris Welch and Dave Wilkerson. The time was right to buy out Scott's silent partner and expand operations. Scott didn't want to just grow for growth's sake. He wanted to build a sustainable, resilient company. This is where the first expansion outside Elkhart occurred, with the founding of Innovative Packaging in Huntington, Indiana. But even as the company grew, the vision remained the same: treat people right, treat customers right, and always strive to improve. This mindset paved the way for more growth, more acquisitions, and more dedicated associates joining the company. In 1992, Elkhart Container outgrew its facilities and moved to a new home on Herman Street. This is where the company began to truly blossom. Scott expanded, added new business units, and began making strategic acquisitions. Pulp Products of Elkhart was acquired in 1993, marking the beginning of the Welch initiative to grow through strategic acquisition as well as organically. Companies like Monarch Box, Kendall Packaging, and Reliable Packaging came into the fold, setting the stage for an expansive future. By 2004, Elkhart Container and the affiliated geographic footprint had grown to such an extent a new identity was required. That year saw the rebranding of Elkhart Container as the Welch Packaging Group, with its distinctive red and black logo. A joint venture, Corrugated Supplies Corporation, Indiana, was established to provide a reliable supply of corrugated sheets. Welch later sold its interest in CSC Indiana in anticipation of owning fully captive corrugator operations, serving a growing network of sheet plants across the Midwest. But here's where it gets really special. As Scott and Kim built the company, they also built their family: Brock, Lindsay, and Emily. All three of them would later become leaders in the business. In 2008, Lindsay Welch officially joined the business. Rising through the ranks from production associate to plant manager at Welch's largest operation, Lindsay would go on to play a pivotal role in Welch's ongoing success. Today, she leads group services, environmental health and safety, training, human resources, and more. Clear-spoken and results-oriented, Lindsay ensured Welch Packaging would remain a family-owned and operated business well into the future. Then, in 2011, Brock officially joined the company. His journey was slightly different. He worked at another sheet plant in Pennsylvania before returning to Welch. Brock quickly excelled in sales after cutting his teeth on the production floor. Affable, organized, and driven, Brock helped to supervise the establishment of a growing graphics business and was part of starting the new corrugator operation. Brock then became sales manager and later general manager of the Elkhart campus. He was subsequently named Chief Operating Officer for Welch Packaging. Lindsay and Brock represented succession and family leadership at its finest. Youngest daughter Emily also worked in the family business briefly before starting her family. Her husband, Joe Stiglitz, serves as Corporate Development Vice President. The decade of the 2010s saw the addition of two businesses in Marion, Indiana, as well as continued growth in Chicago and Columbus. In 2013, shipping and logistics assets were transferred to a new entity, Elkhart Transport. This move ensured an economical and dedicated unit to serve customers with highly trained drivers and a well-maintained truck fleet. A business unit specializing in high-visibility, custom graphics packaging was established in 2014. 2016 was a game-changing year in Welch Packaging's history. After 2 years of planning, designing, and building, the company launched its first Fosber corrugator in Elkhart, known as Elcor. Elcor positioned Welch Packaging competitively not only by securing dependable, quality supply of sheets, but also to produce proprietary board grades, providing versatility and cost-effectiveness for customers. In 2020 and beyond, Welch Packaging demonstrated resilience in the face of adversity. The COVID years were a challenge, but we stood firm, never missed a day of business, and most importantly, continued to serve our customers. No government handouts, just a commitment to business as usual and making a difference. Continuing to expand the benefits of vertical integration and continuity of supply to our customers, Welch began its second corrugator operation, IndyCor, in Indianapolis. Scott is frequently heard to say, "If a business isn't growing, it's dying." 2024 reflected that mantra with one of the most active years ever. 5 acquisitions were completed, including first-time entry into Pennsylvania and Grand Rapids, as well as expansion in Indianapolis and Northern Ohio. 2024 also saw the establishment of a third corrugator operation in Wooster, Ohio, named Ocor, and the installation of Welch's first digital press. And we're not slowing down, not by a long shot. While making a difference for customers and associates, Welch Packaging has always felt the obligation to strengthen communities by making a difference where it operates. Thousands of volunteer service hours have been donated by Welch associates over the years. From individual acts of kindness to organized volunteer collaborations, Welch Packaging has supported organizations such as Toys for Tots, Habitat for Humanity, Boys and Girls Clubs, humane shelters, food kitchens, cultural organizations, academic institutions, civic groups, faith-based organizations, and many other endeavors. No commercial enterprise exists without customers. Making a difference for our customers' businesses has been at the heart of Welch Packaging since the very beginning. That's why we exist, to help businesses thrive by offering reliable, creative packaging solutions. We're here to make their lives easier, to build trust, and to grow alongside them. So as we celebrate 40 years of Welch Packaging, we take pride in our journey, our past, our present, and the future we continue to build. It all starts with that cause, to make a difference.
Welch Packaging is an interesting story of how a group of people working for a common goal can build an impactful company. That goal to make a difference has evolved into the cause of our business today. As I look back over our 40 years and I think about our efforts to make a difference in our customers' business, our associates' lives, and our community, and I think about the impact that each one of those segments has had from a combined effort of people working together. We've taken our customers from a handful of customers to 6,000. We've gone from 4 or 5 associates to 2,000 families. And we've gone to one community to 19 to try to make an impact. So that vision that started many years ago lives with us today, and we're excited, and Kim and I are just deeply appreciative of what's evolved over the last 40 years. As I think about the future and what it means for our associates, I think there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of creativity, and I think there's a lot of encouragement. And I think we encourage people to take risks. We want people to be a part of something, so the cause, the theme of our Make a Difference should hopefully inspire people. It certainly help us build the company we have today, and I hope it carries us into the future. Can't do it without good people. I think I can't forget my family and the support that they've given to Welch over the years. My mom, dad, my brother Chris in those early years, that's been very instrumental. And today, the pride I have with my children, with Brock and Lindsay and Joe working here, and Emily worked here for a while. And I think our company's in great position today. I always wanted us to be a 100-year-old company. We're 40 years there, and I think the foundation for the next 60 years with the talented team and the kids leave Welch in a spot to say, let's win for our future.